What is up, everybody? It is your boy here for... Where's my Digimon pet? There he is. Jesus, I was wondering when he was like little minimized, and that was a little crazy for me. Let me make sure that everything is working fine. So we're doing some more Photoshop stuff today. Hopefully people come in. I'm actually streaming at a somewhat decent hour. Well, hopefully it's not like the late night stream of me doing this before, like last night. So I don't know what I really want to do. I'm feeling pretty vaporwavy. I got some game rips from Digimon World and from Final Fantasy Tactics, though that these Final Fantasy Tactics ones, oh, I gotta unfreeze him, I gotta remember. These Final Fantasy Tactics ones aren't the highest quality game rips that I've seen. I need to remember the website. I think it's Final Fantasy Tactics something, or Tactics something. It's got like everything in the game that's completely ripped. It's got all the sound files. It's got all the music. It's amazing. It's a great tool for modding. But like these, like this is, wait, oh, it's the GIF that I have to convert. Like these are really low quality, and maybe these are like the actual size of the sprites. So maybe I should stop bitching about it, but you look at this like rastering. I mean, this anti-aliasing on this raster image. It's so bad, but maybe that's the actual texture size. Like I like them. The chunkiness looks all right, but I don't know. Like this comet has a glow to it, but it looks like it's very faint. I don't know, and I don't really know what I want to go for on this. Gotta get Lotmon off of his sleep schedule. I actually, wait, hold up. See, this is where having multiple monitors would be nice. Okay, he's in position. All right, so what do I want to do? First and foremost is I want to make a scene of 1920 by 1080. Like everything I make. And why did I have it default to grayscale? I have no idea. We're gonna move this here. I don't know why I downloaded this version of Paul. Check them. And then I got, wait, hold up. We gotta impact that. And then we gotta make sure we have black outline. You know, we gotta have that black outline so that it pops a bit more. Check them. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, we gotta crop it. We gotta crop it. Probably like this and then this. There we go. We got Paul pointing to Jesus. Hold up. I don't know. We can do some more with this. I can make them double sevens. What is with this kerning of this text? There we go. And then I can zoom in. I really do recommend that if you I don't know, are just pseudo starting to get into Photoshop, to force yourself to learn the hotkeys. I mean, I don't know all the hotkeys, but I don't know like a lot of the hotkeys. But when you start to know some of the hotkeys, like, oh, I can skew when I hold down Alt, or obviously, that's a problem. I don't have multiple like backups for undoing in Photoshop 6, so I can only undo once. I don't even think I want to skew it. I think I just want to rotate it. And these sevens look like ones, but I guess that's still dubs. Come on. Can't click things apparently. There we go. Perfect. All right, so that one's done. First work is complete. I don't know if I want to use this. I clearly want to use this for my vaporwave-like thing. The shadow I don't want. How is this working? So I'm gonna have to probably expand my selection by 1 pixel, it looks like, because that anti-aliasing that's going on. It's gonna clip some of the actual color, but I don't feel like actually going through and manually like making a vector path to get all of this. Hopefully my chat is all set up right. It's difficult to test these things. All right, so selected the inverse, and that's selecting what I want. I actually don't want that. Also, my dancing ants are freezing. It's like something's going wrong with my Photoshop. I installed a script so that I could edit the files of Dragon's Dogma, And ever since I installed that script, which I'm surprised it works, it's an NVIDIA script that works on Photoshop 5 and up, which is insane to me. But ever since I installed that, do I need to actually change the selection? I mean, that looks alright. Maybe it'll look bad if I change it so it's not a white-based or a lighter background, but it's good enough for now. We don't need the base image anymore. We'll disable this. Not sure I want to use this Digimon area. I'm thinking about messing around, maybe animating something with the Comet sprite, or something other similar to that. Oh, and I probably should give credit because the rip that I have, ripped by Metal Doromon. I've given credit for your rips, fam. So there you go. Greymon's Arena looks pretty nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna not undo. I'm gonna cut it. Alright, copy it rather. Open it up in here. I'm gonna index color it and make it exact because it should be an exact under 256 or at least 256. And wow, it's actually not a whole lot of colors in this. Exact. I can't use exact. 250. Wow, it's more than 256. That's. I didn't expect that at all. I thought it was gonna be like 256 exact for a PlayStation 1 3D render. I mean, that's pretty close to what it looks like. Let me zoom in. There's some banding going on, but that who knows? I mean, like, it's clearly not perfect. But the reason why I want to index color it is to make sure that I don't get some weird aberrations when I change its image size. So I want to increase that 200%. All right. So now we have Greymon's Arena, slightly larger. All right. So then, what do I want to do with this? I could make it even larger, or I could change the scale of what I'm working with. I don't really need the bottom part, and I want it to be. I'm gonna turn on snap. All right. I think that's good. Maybe I don't want to do a desktop-based wallpaper size. I don't really know what I want. I don't like this banding that this index color is giving me, though. It's very apparent, and then there's a lot of noise here. But I'll take it. Do I still have that open? I do. Image size. Let's double it again. So now it's way larger than it needs to be. Undo that paste. Paste this in here. Alright, so now we can get a little bit more creative with it. We need a longer angle. Let me put some guides so I get some rule of like thirds going on so I can see where things are more precisely. Here we go. Even though it's not perfect. Alright, so having this here would be nice, but then I get this like black void, which is not as nice. And I lose out of the ice game. So I guess if I just line that up like that. I don't think I need the entire ice game because it's implied. Alright, I think I like that. Though it kind of like puts a nix on like me putting palm trees in this, and you definitely can see that outline. I knew it was gonna be like that. Fucking anti-aliasing and things. Expand by 1, and we'll play it safe rather, instead of actually getting rid of it if it turns out to be bad. But that's a lot sharper. Man, dude, I don't know how I used Photoshop like when I first started, like 15 or some years ago, however long it's been. It's been a long time since I started using Photoshop 6. But like it took me forever to realize that I can select and then modify. I always knew about feathering because it was one of the things my uncle taught me about. But he never taught me about how I can expand or subtract selections, which is incredibly useful if you know how to use them. I'm gonna actually duplicate this layer and only edit this one because I do not want to lose the base. Alright, maybe I can perspective this. Something. I know it looks really bad, but like, I don't know. I'm just messing around, fam. Just hold your horses. I'm not entirely sure of what I want to do. I could maybe put this in the foreground. And then I would clearly need to change its... Maybe if I posterize it, that way... let's do this. If I posterize it, it will work well with the background, because I'll get banding on it because of that. Alright, let me now go to adjustment layer, posterize, so that I don't make any permanent choices. What is 2? That's too much. 3. I'm gonna have to mess with the hue and saturation. Wait, is it not refreshing? Okay, I was very concerned. Okay, so that banding looks relatively similar to the banding that I'm getting. 9 looks alright. What does 8 look like? It's too much. What does 11 look like? Maybe I should go like 12? No. 10 I think might be what I'm going. I'll go with 10. And then hue saturation. Orchid curves. And give me a little bit more control. I don't want to make it darker. I don't know. It's the saturation I think is what I want to mess with, but this could allow me to mess with contrast a little bit. And I guess saturation if I just make the darks whiter. And also this window, the curves window and the level window. I suggest learning how they work. It's pretty straightforward once you understand the basic primitives. So this line, this function that you're drawing, is essentially what you're mapping things to. So right here is the black values, and then right here are the white values on this axis. And so if you were to like put a pivot point here and not do anything, and then lift the black values all the way up, they would turn white. You're effectively inverting the RGB values of it, and then you can do this, and that's a true invert. Yeah, just do some things you can mess with. And so if you want to make it so that we blow it out with saturation, you just can keep maxing out those white values. And if we do this, it's like completely saturated. If we do this, it's almost like completely saturated, but like not saturated with color. I mean, it's like black saturation. So you get like really high contrast. But I think what we want is we want to make it a little bit grayer to match like the gray hue of what's going on here. Maybe darken up the colors a little bit. Not entirely sure what I want to do, because this is going to be in the foreground of the image. Do I still want the greens to be quite green? That green is from a light and it's relatively green, so I don't know. Maybe I want to lower the colors. It's still that looks all right. And you can always mess around with the blending of it, and it's not loading the blending because my Photoshop is now really weird for whatever reason. But see, yeah, no, so that lighten I think looks exactly the same as normal. Almost does. Lighten lets me keep some of the green but it also makes the blacks like still like washed out, which I think matches the scene all right. And then what I could do now is let's mess with hue saturation. Group with previous. And what do I want it? I want it to have a little bit more of a yellower tint to it, because that's like where it is in this scene. There's the yellow light of that. I mean, I guess there's blue light here, so if I really wanted to, I could just like paint on some blue light there, but I feel like pretty lazy. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna change its color, maybe. I mean, it doesn't really look too great, but I think it gets the job done. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Like, I'm still messing around with the audio levels for my music. It's kind of difficult for me to juggle that without you guys letting me know, like if the audio is too low or whatnot. But all right, so let's see what we can do now. I really do like it, but let's try something that I wasn't actually planning on doing. Let's how do I want to go about this? Let's select the layer mask. All right, and then we are going to do this. All right. So what I want to do is like do some pseudo, like I don't know, like wireframing or like low poly stuff. So what I'm gonna do is we have this selected. So if we subtract or contract rather, let's say like we'll make it like a 3 pixel wide line, and we delete this. Wait, what? I didn't want a paint bucket. I wanted to select off of it. Wait, I could have just did Control D, but I don't know. I was feeling, I guess, a little weird. Control D is deselect, but I have like some weird idiosyncrasies when I mess around in Photoshop. All right. So using this pen tool, I think we can just make some pseudo like geometry. The reason why I found this like a really low poly tree is because it should be easier theoretically for me to make some geometry to it. All right, then pen tool, like this is a clear seam right here. And then this one, it looks like a clear seam to me. Actually, like it goes to here and then to here. And then I could probably bend it. I mean, it doesn't need to, I'm not trying to make something like the 100% legitimate, or like some low poly contour. That's already on a 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 contour. That is too. That is. All right. All of these are on contour, so I don't necessarily have to mess with them. And I haven't done something like this for a long time. And like the last time I tried something like this, it was probably when I was going to the art institute for like, and it didn't obviously turn out too well. I'm not a master with pen tool, not in the slightest. Anything really vector based, I'm not very good at. I know how to quasi 3D model, so I want to triangulate this to some degree, but I don't have enough experience, I don't think, with the pen tool to make this work. I mean, I guess I could like, could I fake it a bit? Well, we'll get to that point when we get to that point. I'm just gonna deviate the lines like this. I could hit P for the pen tool, but it's easier for me just to keep A selected and not have to worry about that. I guess this I mean, it's technically triangulating if I see this like in a certain way, like we're creating boxes for these trunk assets, or somewhat scaled weird cubes, and I guess that could triangulate in a way. What we could do is click here to here to here, and deselect. Wait, what? Oh, I joined the paths. I didn't want to actually join the paths. We'll go here. Homie, don't do this to me, homie. Don't make me regret doing this weird digital tree thing. All right. This looks like I could go across. Actually, before I do anything related to that, I'm gonna start curving my paths. I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do it, but what I do is typically I try to get like a contour of it, like a very rough contour or whatever I'm going for, and then I go back and use the convert pen tool, because this asset will allow you to basically change the individual curves. But see, if you like, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but if you start curving on the free, like you get these weird like natural curves to come back from it, and it looks awful in my opinion. Like it's really awful, and I don't know how to turn it off. I don't know how to manage it, so I just do it my own way. When you do it this way, you can individually control the curve, and obviously you get the two sides of the curve, but you can basically like, let's put this there, or you could be like, oh, I don't like this. Hit shift and it'll reset. And if you like don't like the positioning because you made it rough, you can hold down control and still move it without having to be on the select thing. So just a lot of cool things that you can do with curves once you figured like the basics of them out. I think what I want to do now is try to get some contours for this. And I have to go to this line, and I think it would continue that direction. deselect, hit pen tool. I could triangulate that later. Hit this, hit this. I can always retouch this and once I go back. Because I still need to hit this contour line right here. There's a lot of stuff I need to go back and do. And I hope I set my chat up right. I do have subscriber notifications on, but in order for me to check that, I'll need to like pull up OBS because I don't have a multi-monitor setup anymore. I know I've covered this before. But see, oh, also this is another thing. If you're just doing a single curve and you're gonna just be done with it, then you can just curve it right there and save yourself some time. That's a weird effect. What we're gonna do is what we have to do this. Oh, I think I can be a little bit lazy with this one because this looks like a natural curve, and it pretty much is. So I can do this. And then, so we have the outline of this gonna take shape, and then we can do, shit. I didn't think this through because now that's gonna look weird. No one's gonna notice, it's really close up. I can be lazy about it. All right, and then we can take this and we can run it to here, deselect it. Take this, run it to here, deselect it. Take this, run it to here, deselect it. It's so monotonous. This is why I never really got into like vectoring stuff. It's just like, it's obviously way better than rastering for like image fidelity, but I don't know. My image composition stuff, unless I want to make it like super high quality when I like mask things out, I usually don't even bother. I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't bother using my pen tool. I used to use it all the time. It used to be my jam. I used to fucking love using the pen tool and then making an absolute perfect mask. But then I realized that it's just not worth the time, especially when no one like not watches, but no one like really sees your art anyway. So yeah. All right, we put that there. Gotta move this, not like that. All right, that looks all right. We have to figure out all this nonsense, but one step at a time, fam. One step at a time. All right, move this here. Boom. Oh, that's what I should be doing. How do you continue paths? I think what you need to do is do it like that. No, like that. No. Oh God. Wait. Hold up. I'll figure it out. There we go. All right, and then once I have that path, then I can just fix it up later. Right? I think I did it. Let me just double check. Shift, and then just move this back to 0. What? Ugh. You know, it'd probably be easier if I just restarted this path. Like, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I didn't have the foresight to see that the line continued on. I didn't want to actually complete that path. Go here, and then go here, and that looks like that should be the end of that leaf of my little palm tree right here. So let's go back and start getting these lines done. I kind of like that hard edge right there. I mean, sure, I have some actual curves going on in this geometry, which obviously doesn't really match too well. But I don't know, that hard edge right there I think looks a little cool, so I'm gonna keep it in. You can't tell me what to do. I mean, I guess you guys could. If you guys suggested that I deleted all of this geometry, I wouldn't. I still wouldn't do it. I'm taking suggestions. I don't know if that's set up. But like, yeah, if you have a suggestion for anything you want me to mess around with, make sure that it's something that I can get the assets for by just Google searching it. And if I don't know what it is, I won't search it. Mainly because I don't want to get showed. Like if I get something that's a little too offensive for YouTube. You know what I could do though? This geometry right here. If I ever want to like move this I'll have to redo all of this, which is not fun, but I'm lazy. I mean, it's starting to look kind of cool, even with the gray geometry. Let's put that there. Deselect. We can assume that there'd be some geometry here. Deselect. We can assume there's probably some geometry here. And deselect. We can always go back. That's the thing with layer mask, but before Photoshop crashes, let's save this. Strem 529. Project 1. And let's save the work path as Trez. There we go. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's do this. I can triangulate this stuff, but I don't really feel like it. I think I like I mean, if I wanted to really make it authentic, I would probably create a line across this little area right here and probably make it sharper. But I don't feel like doing that, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here, go here. We're gonna go lazy mode, not connect it, because I don't want to connect it. And do something like that. Go lazy mode, so I just include this. I know it's like I could go back. Oh well. I can always go back if I don't like it. That's the beautiful thing of paths. Like, you're not set in stone for anything you're doing. Unless you just completely decide to delete your paths. And I think if I just not do it like that, but if I just triangulate it like this, I can get this path down quite easily. Convert. Boom, boom, in the bathroom. Here we go. I still think I probably should triangulate. That would make it look more authentic, but like as it is right now, even the gray path thing, it does look like very retro, and I don't know how it's gonna look when I like make it have colored vectoring, and I don't know how it's gonna look like if I straight up just take away the actual tree. I don't think it's gonna look very good, but we shall see. Deselect and pen tool. I gotta get this stuff down here. Should actually be a good time for me to actually do some of the triangulating of this little cutoff, excuse me, area, but I don't feel like it. You can't make me. So I submitted my run of Dungeons of Dreadmore, and I looked it up, and I am 6 times. They haven't verified my run, so I don't even know if it's gonna be verified, but my run is 6 times as slow, or is it? No, it's 5 times as slow as the second place time. But there's no one else running the game, so if it gets verified, my slow ass Dungeon of Dreadmore run on speedruns.com straight up just got me 3rd place in the world of speedruns.com. So yeah, get on my level. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. It's a pretty shitty speedrun, but I'm proud of it. Probably should do that. But yeah, like pathing stuff takes so much time. Like I know I started talking about it earlier, but I've just given up on it for the most part. If no one's really gonna be looking at your artwork, sure, it's good practice to get pathing down, but or pen tooling pathing down, but I just lazily now just use a combination of magic wand and lasso, and then when I'm feeling really lazy, I just use the eraser with mask, and I just mask things out, and then if I don't like it, I can always just go back and then re-erase it. And I'm sure probably my like the time spent doing that would probably be less than just mathing it out, even with all like the redos that I would have to do with going back and re-adding things and then erasing things. But it's less monotonous. It really is. Like I really I despise doing this. Not doing this though, like surprisingly. Like doing like these weird like low poly contours, I'm actually enjoying. Why did I end that there? That was not a smart thing to do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and do something like that. Hopefully my mic is coming in loud and clear. I announced today's stream a solid 2 hours before I went live, so I was hoping that that would allow YouTube people to see that, oh, there's a stream of Photoshop gonna happen. Let's see what that guy's gonna do. Alright, so what I see, this contour, this edge for the top is like, you can't even see my cursor, but I can't even see it. So it's right here, so that means like the internal edge is somewhere coming from here, and it goes like this. Something like that. But that's gonna be an issue, because I don't want to have to deal with like lines for it. I gotta think, like, do I want to be able to see through it? And it looks like I'm not doing that anywhere else, so what I would need to do is just manually, I mean, I suppose I could like segment the path and then delete things. Maybe that's what I'll do. Like, that seems like a lazy way to do this. So segment the path there and there. Segment the path here, here. Not that, not that. I can't even see because it's like the gray is so similar. And then segment it there. And can't I just like delete anchor points? Like, can't I do something related to that? No. What if I just like direct select things and then motherfucker. As I said, I'm not too good with pathing stuff. Can't I just like cut that out? Oh, I have entire pathing selected. What if I cut? And then not move. This way. It looks like it should work. Though I have this extra bit here for whatever reason. Which I don't know why. I didn't think I selected that one. So I didn't. What? I'm very confused. Why is it giving me that path then? If I didn't select it. Paste. What is going on here, fam? What is going on here? Okay, paste path, and then we'll just delete that anchor point, I guess. I guess that didn't do anything. There. What? Fam, I don't really know what's going on here. Why can't I select the bottom one? Come on, please. I don't want to have to move this. This is already taking way too long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna select the entire path and then just manually do it by hand. I feel like that's might be a lost cause at this point, but what the hell? Add anchor point. I didn't want to add anchor point. Alright, here we go. This here, deselect. It continues here, it starts somewhere like here, it continues to like there. Deselect. It continues to something like here, here. Deselect. It starts like here, goes to here, deselect, deselect, and then here to like down there somewhere. Alright, I mean it's not perfect, but I'll take it. And the way I was doing the geometry was something like this. Do a slight curve. Go here to the point, slight curve. And start from this point here, like here, slight curve. It's not perfect. I can still do something over on this side as well. Maybe it should come here to here. It's a slight curve. It's not perfect, but you know, it's all right. It's not my best path and work. All right, let's save it again, because you never know when something's gonna crash on you. Here, 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 here. Deselect. Curve action. Select pen tool. Let's move it backwards like that. Actually, before that, start here, curve it here, and then just follow my normal pattern of highs and lows. And the thing with sine, I gave up what I was gonna say, but the thing with this is some weird posterization. I don't know what's going on in this area. The thing with the pen tool to keep in mind that can help you out a whole lot is keep it like in like a sine wave type of fashion. Think of it as like highs and lows. If you think of whatever you're trying to get the curve data for, I mean, maybe this isn't right, but this is how I've learned how to use the curve tool. But if you keep it like with highs and lows, like this, like peaks and valleys, it makes it a lot easier to work with the actual curve data without having to do some weird geometry for your curves. It doesn't always work, obviously. You know, not everything is the same. More abstract things, more mechanical things, the nature of a sine wave won't always be your best bet. It's a good baseline, I think. It's helped me out a whole bunch. I have no idea what's happening with this area right here. I suppose I could turn off the posterization, but I'm not doing that. I still have, what the fuck is happening? And this is geometry in this area. All right, deselect. And dude, I'm actually really digging this. The grayed out black and like the washed out look of it, and like even though I haven't done the lines yet, oh man, dude, look at this. It's so good. It's so good. All right, the peak goes to here, deselect. Peak here, deselect. Peak here. This is some weird geometry. I don't think that's probably the best way to handle it, but it's what I'm doing. Oh, and that, okay, so that looks like it's, because the grayed out black, so that should be like this. And that's like the bottom half of the leaf. Make sure I'm not selecting anything. I don't want straight lines. I could do something a little bit different. How was I handling the geometry here? I was doing it in the peaks, which would be here, go to there. The angle of this, like it's like perpendicular to the camera. So this geometry is gonna like kind of clip into it. It goes to here, something like that. This peak doesn't have a peak, so I'm just gonna, ooh, it's weird. What? It's like, it's got like these double edges here. I don't know how that's gonna work out. I could just ignore them, you know? The peak is there, so it should be heading that way. What? That doesn't look right. The peak is here. So it should be heading towards the peak. It doesn't look right to me. But we're just gonna deal with it. I can't be a perfectionist. Or at least I can't be a perfectionist all the time. So we got the contour here, which is actually makes this real easy. The way this is contoured, I don't actually have to do any curves, which is sweet. I do have to do a curve there, however. I deselect that because of this leaf. Boom, deselect. And then I need to do one right there. All right. Coolio. My fam. This is another contour that I'm gonna have to do. Goes here to here. Something like that. There. And getting the edge is always an issue. Let's curve it up. But yeah, I've never been really good with things in Illustrator. Mainly because I never really had Illustrator. I only have Photoshop and then Image Ready that's attached to Photoshop. I've used Illustrator before, but it was for like school projects when I was at ASU, getting my undergrad. So I never really got, I mean, like I had the basics of curves down because of my experience with messing with them in the past. But like there's just so many tools in Illustrator that I couldn't wrap my head around it. I didn't actually think I was gonna do this weird, deselect this, weird low poly to pseudo wireframe. Didn't think I was gonna do this. You know, I could have sort of cheesed this because I don't know how well this is gonna turn out. What I could have done is I could have downloaded some free like model and then just applied a filter over it. But I don't know. I'm not too great with Blender. It's like I don't own 3ds Max, so that is a guide. I don't want that guide. So I undid the guide and it didn't immediately disappear, which is a little strange. But yeah, so I don't have Maya or anything like that. I do have the student edition of Mudbox. I don't know if I'm still allowed to have that. So, because I'm no longer a student at ASU. But I do have the student edition of Mudbox that I've used to make higher quality image bakes for bump maps. But I'm not too great with 3D. Don't have a whole bunch of experience with it. Alright, this should go here, here. Mess with the curve like that. Curve that a little bit like that. This is not in its peak. That should be like that. Man, Lotmon is still sleeping it up. If I do 10 more streams of like around 4 hours, he should be going into champion form, which reminds me I need to hit F1. Oh, you guys should be able to see this because I'm doing monitor capture. It makes it a pain in the ass to deal with shit. Like seeing if anyone subs, though I don't think anyone's gonna join in to watch me do some Photoshop. But like in order for me to check subs, I have to open OBS or go to Stream Warrior or something. But I don't want to scroll down too far because then it'll spoil what Lotmon's gonna get me. IP battle, frame colors, I know all this stuff. Okay, here we go. So 40 hours for champion and then an additional 50 and then, I don't know, actually. Because it seems a little weird, right? Like, is it 6 hours from Digivolving? Because like this lines up linearly, right? I mean, 40 hours and 50 and then 60. No, okay, so it's additional because we're dealing with years. So it's 4 years old and then obviously another like 40 hours will put you at 8. Then another 60 would put you at 13. Okay. Okay, I see, I get you. So we're gonna have to wait 40 hours to get a champion. Let me see, champion. Wait, hold up. Rookie. Champion, we gotta train it 250 times. With less than 20 care mistakes, I get these. And then balance, and I get F, and then if care mistakes are above a certain point, I get G. Def is highest, lights turned off. We could do that. We could leave the lights off on my Digimon. Does that give me care mistakes if I leave the light off? I know if you leave the light on when it's trying to sleep, you get a care mistake. But I don't think leaving the lights off when it's awake does anything. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep Def the highest, and we're gonna keep the lights off, because it doesn't seem like there's a Dex option for that. And the battle one is to get ultimate. So I don't have to worry about battling it. I don't even know if I can battle it at this point anyway. All right, where was I? We're saving, that's where I was at. We gotta go here, and then here, and then here. Yeah, I was also thinking about earlier today, trying to like learn like an actual speed run. I mean, Dungeons of Dreadmore is technically a speed run, but I don't know. I don't think it's something that I could easily get to the point where the other people were at. Like, I mean, I'm not saying speedrunning is easy, but like I didn't see any videos for that, like that 14-minute time, and I have no idea where to begin. So what I ended up doing is I was looking through my N64 collection, and I found my copy of GoldenEye. And obviously GoldenEye is a fucking hard game to speedrun, but the runs are short, so that means I can get a lot of them down so I could theoretically learn one single course in GoldenEye. I would say maybe if I put like at least a week into it, or when I'm streaming or whatnot. So maybe I'll do that, because it should be the exact same quality, give or take, or what? It should be the exact same quality as my F-Zero stuff, because the Halpog will just natively give the exact same res for using composite video into the front. It's gonna what I mean is that it's gonna look like shit, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll like somehow tie a world record, or that. I mean, that's clearly the best case scenario of me doing it, but I don't think that's gonna actually happen. But you never know. You know, it might just click. It just might click. I doubt it though. What the hell just happened there? What happened there? Alright, here we go. We'll go here. Deselect. I say go here a lot. It's like some way to soothe my autism. The curve kind of goes like this, even though you can't see my cursor because I can't really see it. So that would mean that the point would be somewhere around here. Alright. Not half bad. Not half bad. I still have to do this one. But I think I can just safe to say that I made a pretty decent low poly outline for this. We gotta start a point here. Though it could all come tumbling down once I apply like a stroke to this. It might look good with this weird gray difference line. So I mean, I guess in the absolute worst case scenario, I could just do like a 1 pixel gray line and set it to difference, and then I'll get the exact same effect that I have right now. But I think the curve is like there. I have no idea what this song is. I don't even know if you can hear it because it's so low on my end, and I have iTunes set to be quite low on my OBS, so. Don't see that line, you wouldn't see that line. So all I have to do now is do some final squaring up. Probably put one final one right there. It's like some marimba is playing right now. It's so low, I don't think you can hear it. Alright, looks like we're golden. I probably missed some parts of the path, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it a separate layer, and we are going to stroke the path. I have no idea what the size of the pencil is, but we'll see. All right, it's a little fat. Let's go to my pencil. Maybe I need to go like 1 pixel. It seems too small though. Like that 2 pixel was too fat. That's not even, is it 2 pixel by 2 pixel? No, it's not. The fuck, it's a 3 pixel. There you go. That's 2 pixel. I'm kind of like going full OCD mode, but if I spent the time drawing this, I don't want too much of a fat outline. All right, so then what we could do is we could just make it like lighten or something. to add some nice look. Looks cell shaded kinda now. Alright, that's pretty cool. We're gonna merge these two layers down and we're gonna mess around with things to see what we can do. What we can do is we can outer glow them, do it as a gradient. I think I want to make it like a blue color outline. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it quite blue. Actually very vibrant blue. So we have the gradient. Now change it to a soft curve and do that. How about we decrease the size and then max out the choke. I gotta zoom in. I'm not getting a whole lot from this right now. Oh, I have an inner glow. Man, I do that all the time. I was wondering what the hell was going on. Like it wasn't adding any blur to the outside of it. Okay. Curve. Anti-aliased. Want to max that out. That's way too bright, but that's what I want it to be. Color overlay. Could make it more of a lighter color like this. Is that 2 pixel by 2 pixels is too fat? That's gonna be an issue. Inside 1 pixel. Then make this one the blue. Like, this is such a really ghetto workaround to get it so that the line's white with a workaround. I want it to be a little bit more blue. Hold up, before I start messing around, I can contour it. Let's see the contour. It looks so bad. Oh god, that's disgusting. Let's get rid of that. Now here's the test to see. It's not terrible. A hard light, I don't think it's gonna matter what I have it on because I just have blending options. I could theoretically just make it so 0 fill opacity. And it doesn't really matter what I do. Because everything you're seeing basically is something related to either the stroke or the color or the outer glow. So there's no blending that is going on outside of what I already have. So then what I could theoretically do is I could lower... Oh, my Digimon's up. Gotta take care of him. I'm gonna leave the lights off. He's gonna live in the dark. If I take away stroke, what does it look like? So stroke is actually causing some issues here. So that's some weird effects going on. We can change the blend mode so that it's more of like an additive blend. So it looks more digital. All right, that looks pretty cool. And then what I think I can do now, if I decided to, is add another one of these. We can do a gradient map group with previous. And make it vapor wavy. Or I can make it like some golden effect. I'll go golden effect on the tree for right now. I'll probably change it in a bit. I just want to experiment. And then we can hue saturation group with previous. Colorize. We're going to change it so it's blue, like a weird blue golden type of thing. Because we're talking Digimon, right? Though if I wanted to go like full Digimon, like I don't know if you guys ever watched like the OAV for like the first couple of OAVs for Digimon. What did I want to do? I wanted to do defense. But like when they were in the digital world, like in those movies or OVAs rather, not OAVs, OVAs, the outlines are orange, which are really cool. And if I do blue and orange, they're complementary colors. So you know what? I might just do that right now. I'm gonna change. Is that gonna look all right? Let's see. Let's just experiment. This is what this is for. You know, just experimenting to see what things are gonna turn out to be. Let's just use white light there. Turn on defense for this guy. Click here. Do some orange outlines. That's pretty cool. And then go here, multiply to this. So I can just maybe just do a color overlay on it. I don't really like it, no. I don't know, like, I've never really had some, like good outcomes with, like, these weird, like, gradients that I've decided to make for, like, high contrast, like, cartoony metal look. I never really had a lot of luck with doing that. So what we could do is we could just change it. It's on color. Wait, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This is great. I didn't know I downloaded this OC remix. That's pretty cool. Yeah, what does luminosity look like? It's not that cool. I thought the luminous of like the higher contrast of colors would make it look a little bit cooler. I think color burn probably is the better option, or darken. Either one of those look alright. Overlay is the same pretty much as darken. I think I'm gonna go color burn. I mean, it doesn't really match the scene, but we can always change the scene later, you know? We don't need to stick with the Digimon theme. I just like the tree itself. The tree itself is pretty cool. Now it's time for some lean to go in there, some sprite lean. I don't know if this is what I want, but we're gonna paste it in there. I'm gonna post it in there. Jesus, Brandon, like the brain is like not working. Then we have some Japanese sprite, Sprite drink, and then some lean GIF that I have that I probably should actually. Just since it's got transparency, I should just abuse that and I'll have to deal with it later. Get rid of this. Minimize time magic. Black magic. I forgot some more Digimon World stuff. So these I would for sure got ripped by Romstar. So thank you Romstar for ripping some Digimon stuff. I think these are all the same color palette, right? Yeah, it looks like they're the exact same color palette. So what I could do... Are you fucking with me? I don't like how I have to, if I hit Control cut, and then if I undo that, it just fucks up Photoshop's like clipboard. Index, yes, exact. And since it's like limited color palette of 13, it makes it when you increase the size of the canvas that it doesn't like anti-alias at all, which is fucking amazing. I love it. It took me many years to figure this shit out. Because like whenever I would like make my pixel art, because like I'm sure like a lot of people, when you're going through like high school and you're like retro video games and whatnot, like pixel art really gets into your blood. And I decided to be like, oh, I want to be an artist. I want to be a pixel artist. I want to make video games. So I'd make pixel art, and I remember struggling so much with like upsizing my pixel art so that it wouldn't just anti-alias. Because like, look, okay, so if you take this, I'm sure it might be different, or you might have different options. I mean, I guess I could just hold up. Can I just index color it here? I can bitmap, but I don't know if that's gonna work. But see, if you take this and then like do the same scalar that I did, I think I updated it by 300% and then 200%, so it should be like 600%. Like, look at how nasty this looks. You get some sharpened edges right here. It's like if you took the unsharp mask and you put it on there, because that anti-aliasing of it trying to upscale it, instead of just keeping it true to whatever it is. Like, look how sharp these edges are. It's fucking amazing. So if you're ever doing pixel art, and some reason you're watching this stream right now, which I don't think anyone is, definitely go and do exact matches for index color, and then you can upscale it to pretty much any size you want. And then when you're done, just make sure you just RBG it back. Or you can keep it, but I want to see something. I already closed the other window, but like, that's way too much on sharpen mask. No threshold. Like, even when I'm trying to fuck it up to make it like look like the really shitty version, I guess I can't really do it. But the outline is definitely like, when you upscale it, you get that sharpened outline look. And even still, trying to fuck it up, it still looks really sharp. So now I'll minimize this because I'll probably use them for something. I don't want to use that. We need some St. Peter in here. This marqueed for whatever reason. And then more Romstar stuff. These are from the original Digimon world. I'm sure they used them in other ones I'm just not remembering. This is like the turn sequence bar. I don't remember like any of these. This poop. I don't know. These status effects. Fire damage. We got some weird like color bar. I don't even remember what any of these are other than this is the action bar. Oh, we need this. Not for that, we're gonna use it to create maybe a pattern or something. And then we gotta use Pietà because, you know, gotta use some statues. Some more reference for sprites. Hiragana. Oh, that's katakana. Never mind, I'm fucking stupid. Katakana. He needs to be trained. I gotta train him. Alright, so what we're gonna do first. So we're gonna try to make some pattern overlay for this. And I don't know what I want to do. It clearly is having an added a filter or a multiply filter of purple over the blue. So if I wanted to replicate this, I could. I don't have a whole lot of brushes, that's another thing. I can't find brushes or brush files for Photoshop 6, and Photoshop 6 is incredibly finicky with what it accepts for like brush files. Like most of the stuff you'll find on the internet is for like CS6 or around that time. Whoops, I'm actually painting on the layer. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so if we just like get something like this, and I just want to experiment. So if I take like a pink here and then do like multiply, that looks about right. I think I'm pretty sure it is a multiply effect because if I check, it's pretty close. Like the hue is almost right on. It's just probably the grain is, because I'm probably picking up the grain here, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is. It's a multiplied magenta over cyan. So I could attempt to draw this. I don't really know what I want to do though, because I want to make a pattern function for it. That way I could use it anywhere. But my brushes are limited and I don't want to actually just go in and delete things out. Though I could, so let's just try. Let's go full on cyan. 255. 255. Even though that's not really, it's way too cyan, but we can always change it later. Quick little tidbit of knowledge that you probably don't want to know. When I was a kid, and I would play like skirmish mode, in like Command and Conquer or something like that, I would call cyan clan. I was retarded. I'm still retarded to this day, but I used to call it clan, and I also used to call skirmish smirkwish. So yeah, I don't know. I think I either might have had dyslexia or I was just autistic or something. But yeah, it's a little tidbit of knowledge. If you're a true fan, if some reason I blow up at some point in the future, and you're watching this in the past, now you know something about me that only family members know about me, pretty much. Yeah, the disappointing thing is that my older brother didn't correct me on it. Or maybe he did and I just don't remember. I think what I could do after I do this like rough cut of it, I could use like the stamp tool, and then maybe I could use that to like re-articulate the edges to be more smooth. I don't know what I'm really doing here. I don't know exactly what I want. I know I can use the faux finish things to make it look like a sponge on it, which is kind of the effect for the blue. Just keep my angles the same. I don't like this song. I don't like it. Let me find something. I want to listen to my actual music. I mean, I like OC remix stuff, but I want to listen to my actual music, but I can't. I'll get showed, and I won't be able to stream for you guys anymore, which won't be fun. Let's go back. I don't really use iTunes all that much. How do I get to my like main library? Albums, there we go. Let's see. Where is... Oh, what the hell? Why is it like not in order? Oh, it's in compilations. Here we go. Some Deus Ex. Oh man, this feels good to listen to. Oh man, I can't tell you how much I fucking love playing Deus Ex. I was blessed to have an older brother that was much older than me, that played a lot of PC games. It allowed me to play things like Unreal, Quake 1 through 3, Doom 1 and 2, because we had the floppies for them. Just like a bunch of fucking things. Let's change this to Paintbrush. I have more faux finishes on Paintbrush. I think that would work. But we had Deus Ex, we had Sin, we had Serious Sam. Oh man, like he had so many games. It was fucking amazing. It was great. Like my parents didn't really even care that I was playing games that I probably shouldn't have been playing. But I don't care, man. It was great. The only game they cared about was when we started playing GTA 3. For whatever reason, I guess it got a lot of negative attention because you could get prostitutes. Oh, God forbid. Oh, man. Having sex with virtual prostitutes? Can't let my kids see that. But then didn't really matter. My friend got hit with that harder. I guess his mother didn't really want him to play it at all. After that, my younger brother we both played a shit ton of GTA 3. Oh man, some good memories. If you got memories like that, feel free to tell me about them. Alright, I have no idea how this looks because the cup is in the way. That looks pretty bad, but let's try using like a cutout function on it. And let's make it so it doesn't have a lot of edge fidelity and we have a lot of edge simplicity. It's still not working out very well. I don't even know if it's gonna show me exactly how it looks. But let's just use it, let's see what happens. Didn't do shit. Then let's try stamp. More of a dark balance than light. Max smoothness. Didn't do anything. Well, when in doubt, use medium. Alright, so now I have a texture of it. So I don't have enough state. I guess we could do something, select inverse, modify, expand, one, new layer, paste, or let's get a more realistic blue. Paste, move this down, and just just like have it like some like an effect, I guess. I could subtract it, I suppose. I don't really know what I want to do with it. This is a disaster. I should have planned a little bit more, and it's not refreshing to look at it. You know, I would get the same effect if I just used clouds on it. But I'm gonna be honest. This is just like making it just have grain. Let's try something. Just fuck around. You didn't see that. Let's make it so that there's like a general shape to it. Photoshop, you just fucked me hardcore right there. This song's kick ass. This is like the UNACO theme, right? No, this is New York City. UNACO is what I want to listen to. Ugh. Not starting off too good. UNACO is my jam. So if they fuck up the remix of UNACO. And these lines are a little bit too long. I don't really know what I want to do with this because it does not look anything like this. If I did it's more of just like a single line and then, okay, I got it now. We got it now, fam. You can barely hear that this is UNACO. Like, it's barely audible. Like, it's more of this like weird like drum and bass going on. You don't get a whole lot of the actual UNACO in it. That's close enough. I don't need to make it perfect. Okay. And it's not even refreshing now. So I need to basically make flat edges. Best thing to do that with is block. Actually, no. It's easier to mess with this. Can it? No, never mind. I thought I could change the size at will on these custom brushes, but you can't. For most brushes, like circular ones, if you hold down like the bracket keys, you can change the size at will. That's another little quick little tip that you can use. And if you hold down shift, you can make like more like, I don't know, rough edges or straight edges. So that's useful. You gotta make things at angles, I think. No, that's not really a good one, but we'll just persevere. Alright. Got like a base shape. And then now I think I'll just mess around with the faux finish stuff. Which one of these is gonna work well? Oh, hold up. Phone call, fam. That was one long phone call. Hopefully you could hear the music. Is the music even still playing? Holy shit, is it already done? Did it? Okay. It was silent. I was very confused. That was a long phone call. I apologize, but like, probably no one's watching this anyways. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, so we got, pretty sure this is the Paul the Apostle, a statue of him. It's typically the beard that he has. Let's have his eye line. I have this black line that I need to clear. Oh man, the music for Deus Ex is so chill. I really hope you guys can hear it. Alright, so his eye line looks... I'm gonna draw some lines. Looks like it's going like that. So if I move the sprite layer to something like this, that's where they converge. And then what I could do is I could blur that out. But what I need to do is I think I would like to make him black and white. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of things, like adjustment layers for good old Paul here. I'm gonna make him black and white. I don't like his contrast, so I'm gonna go to levels. And this really makes black and white images pop when you make them black and white. You're only working with contrast. I love that look. I am gonna make selection from this. I'm gonna control copy to get all layers. Paste, paste, paste. Very weird. What the fuck? That's weird. I mean, I guess I had this big old square here on the layer mask. I didn't think I had that much of a square on the layer mask. All right. AVG wants me to do something. All right. And we can, I'll keep that on. Then we're gonna do my patented gradient map messing around. Not gradient map, but channel mixer. I'd be really upset if someone joined the stream and I wasn't talking and then they left because they saw me messing around with the retro like jazz cup color stuff and I couldn't get it right. I think I was just not gonna use that. I don't have really good artistic abilities when it comes to painting, so never been good with that. Alright, so since we're only using black and white and high contrast, this should look alright. Alright. Look at that lovely chromatic aberration going on right now. Perfect chromatic aberration. Alright. What we could do, like this is the part that I've been trying to teach myself. Like I don't use tutorials for learning Photoshop stuff. Is he hungry? Oh, he's hungry. I just flushed him for no reason. Hopefully he's not upset that it's night. So yeah, I don't use Photoshop tutorials. I always teach myself how to do stuff. And when I fuck around in Photoshop, sometimes I figure out how to do some things and make things work. But like I've been trying to make it so that this aberration blends together. And I suppose I could just merge all these down into one layer and then maybe medium it. Let's see what that does. All right, so we have all this color. Let's see what happens if I median. That looks all right. I think that could actually work. Maybe, I don't know. It's Gaussian. And then make it so that it's color. There we go. That actually looks pretty good. Wow, that's some nice looking effects when you just mess around with it. Like he's got like this glowing red and blue like aura around him, or he looks like he's like got like some, I don't know, like pen tool, like dark outlines. It's very cool effects, and then now it's not loading any of them. I think I'm definitely gonna go with color, but I hit the wrong one. It doesn't really matter. But it's weird, like color works differently in Photoshop, at least Photoshop 6, than it works in like things like Adobe Premiere Pro. I have such like old software. I can't even use my copy of Adobe Premiere Pro because it's Premiere Pro 6 or whatever. Like it's really early and like I can't use it. But when I had the trial version of CS6 or Photoshop Creative Suite Premiere Pro, its color function works different. Like it actually colors it. Like this feels like it's not doing justice to the color effect, which kind of blows. I keep hitting dexterity, which is not what I want. And then I could do something like remove this. Oh, I wonder like what would happen now, since he's got his like original orange color. That actually makes me want to try something, actually. Let's put these on again. And since we're using high contrast again, I wonder what my gradient like map that I made for like metal. That's too intense. Way too intense. Hold up. Defense. Let's turn this off so that we don't have that messing with us right now. Group with previous. Alright, so maybe if I deleted a few of these. That looks alright. Alright, can I zoom in? Oh, I can't. Alright. Color looks kind of cool on that. Hold up. Like a platinum look to him. I don't think I really like the gold look. It doesn't really mesh with my current state of chromatic aberration. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of that. Or I could try, actually, you know what, I need to, I'll save this as a new version, because I kind of like that gradient. I think this is supposed to be the same thing. This is what I based this on, the high-low contrast. I think it's like the same type of concept of making like a bronze. And this is like a default color, and this is a default chrome. I don't think gradient matte chrome works really well, but then I made like a retro version of it. Just an inverted one of these. Let's see what that does. It doesn't really do too much. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this, fam. Hit defense. He's got to get that defense up. Wait, what is going on here? It's less apparent now. Why? I thought it was more vibrant when I had this set up before. Oh, I guess that's right. Alright. He's got some like black line right there, but let's just keep him where he was, or at least move him back so he maintains the same eyesight positioning. I could keep him here, but then that would mess up his eyesight. I want him looking at the sprite. And I could get rid of this line that's above his head, hopefully. And Digimon okay? Yeah, Lopmon's doing alright. Lopmon's a champ. I can mess with the sprite layer later. Oh god, that's so fucking ugly. Get that out of here. And then we could maybe mess with Pieta. Let's just get rid of it, who cares? Alright, put her behind the counter. I would need to rotate her, make her smaller. That's too much, I think. Something like that. I think that's good. A normal human's height sitting would be right there, so maybe she's just too big. Perspective. Wait, did it poop? It did. So I guess it's not a care mistake if you leave it in the dark, so I'm just gonna leave my Nightmare Soldier dude in the dark. And see what Lopmon turns into. I'm pretty sure max attack gives you the like default evolutionary path. So whatever, like I think Lopmon turns into like that weird looking rabbit hovering thing that's from one of the OVAs that I was talking about. Pretty sure it does that, but I don't think I'm gonna get that path simply because I'm not going max attack. Or if they changed it, that's also possible. And as I said, like, I am incredibly lazy. When I don't have to do, like, pathing, like, I will take every chance that I have to not do pathing. I fucking hate using the pen tool. Like, I used to use it so much, and I think that's because that's the reason why I started to fucking hate it so much. So, like, I try to avoid it whenever I have the opportunity to. Let's invert this. Something like this. I can go touch that up later. Invert. This main theme, it's quite distorted. Yeah, it is. Da 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 do do. Alright, so what I'm thinking about doing with good old Pieta, or Pieta, however you want to call it, I'm going to copy her, I'm going to do new, I'm going to paste her. She's got this weird black outline. I'm going to select the negative space, select invert, index color, flatten her layers, and then I'm going to do something fucking insane, homie. Is that like the same pixel size? We're gonna find out. This weird white outline, what the fuck is going on there? It's because I did free transform, isn't it? I think that's what it was. I didn't actually mess with the canvas size. Okay, so what we're gonna do. Actually, what we're gonna do. You're just a machine. Get rid of this. I probably could undo it, but I don't care. I'll get this out of here. This is disgusting. What's with this black outline? We are gonna expand by 1. Yes. And we're gonna flip inverse. We are going to index color her. Like 25, that looks fine. And then we're gonna canvas, image size rather. We're gonna like lower by like 25 or 20%. And right now we are dealing with, it's probably, the pixel size is too big, but let's just see. Inverse copy. Actually, no, hold up. We have to make it larger again. Size, I went by 20%, correct? Or was it 25%? I don't actually remember. Also, am I selecting everything? Or am I selecting out of things? I'm losing some things, so I probably should lower this. Copy, paste. Select layer mask. Alright, and then I could probably touch this up a bit. The white is a little too intense. So as you can see, I love adjustment layers, probably too much. I probably could condense these a little bit more, but I would much rather take the few bits of data for an adjustment layer than to fuck up something permanently. Because whenever you start fucking with like hue, saturation, and lightness, hue you can always fix, but saturation and lightness, you're deleting data. You're always deleting data whenever you mess with saturation or how bright something is, how much white something has, how much black something has. Oh man, I love the main theme. This is not the best remix of it that I've ever heard. It's not really that good, but it's still really, I love the fucking main theme. So anyway, yeah, adjustment layers allows you to make choices that don't change things permanently. Let's make the lightest color. Why can't I select? What the hell is going on here? Why can't I can select other things, but not this layer. The fuck? That's very strange. Okay. Well, we'll just do it manually then. And vibrant orange. Probably could have done that with like a saturation effect. Those white pixels on the edge are killing me right now. What else do I want to put in this nonsense before I start adding even more filters and effects? I don't need the Payata's default anymore. Do I really like that lean pouring into that tree? I think it's alright. Alright, so now I need to go about matching some contrast. Or so I say. I really don't know what I want to do. I can make things more gray. I think that's like a pretty common trait in some good vaporwave art, which I theoretically could just make everything more gray. So before I do that, let's just try making everything gray. Adjustment layer, curves, not group with previous. Not do anything yet. Move it to the top. Move it to the top. Let's just make everything a little bit more grayed out. Maybe that's a little bit too much gray. Could really go for like a luminosity effect if I lower this down to a certain point. I think I'll only lower it just a little bit. And what I think I'm doing is about making it a little bit more yellow. RGB colors are a little bit more tricky for figuring this out. I suggest if you're just messing around with curves, eventually you'll figure it out. So like green channel is obviously the amount of green. So 0 green to like max green. So you make like the dark colors like incredibly green. Or you can make like something with max green, like no green, which ends up turning it to red. So if you like know the basics of it, you can get stuff down. But like, so for red, let's say I want to make the darker colors of red a little bit more blue. So I move those down while moving this simultaneously up. Or I can move this down to make the lighter colors blue as well. Like these are like pretty basic like Instagrammy like filters. So if you want to make something pretty Instagrammy, just lower the reds after putting a point in the middle, and it will automatically increase the reds on the high end. But I don't know if that's what I want. I'm definitely gonna put a gradient map over all of this. But I definitely need to fix the contrast on some of these layers so that they match. What if I posterize the sprite? Look at that lean. You know what I'm gonna do? That higher contrast is just exactly what I fucking want. That looks so fucking good. And I don't have it set right. Looks like you're drinking like something fucking vile. I'm assuming that lean probably tastes vile. So I guess it's not that much difference. Then we need to mess with the levels of the sprite. Maybe curves would have been a better option. Bring that up. Everything here is pretty high contrast as it is, so. That's too dark. That seems like it would fit in the frame. Well, what I also need to do, I need to take this tree, I need to copy it, I need to paste it. I need to think of where it would be placed. That actually looks better than the other tree with the actual color, but I'm not gonna change it. All right. We need to color overlay. Make it black. Where's the light coming from this scene? It's coming from the door. It's also coming from that, so if I want it to be real accurate, I would have multiple lights. Yeah, the Digimon is a poop machine, man. Why the hell is it not allowing me to distort? It's only allowing me to change perspective. That's weird. Something like that. And I suppose I can mark that corner out. Could keep it high contrast. Wait, what the hell is wrong with you, Captain? Wow, dude, you were like eating food like a motherfucker. Holy shit. Change color to. Hold up. Fill opacity is 0. Color. Soft light is too soft. I think I just need to take like a base color and then just change the hue of it. Maybe darken or multiply, they're all gonna be the same. That looks alright. Okay, so on this composition, I have the Pietà directly there. I have the eyesight of good old St. Paul heading to the sprite and lean and palm tree. The lean itself is pouring down onto the tree. So I have a very vertical, hold up, I need to draw on this so that I can guide myself. So I have very like diagonal composition here between this curving down. So the eyes should be going like this through the work. Like this is heading to Pietà, this is heading to the lean, which curves down, also curves down this way. The shadow of the tree heads back to Pietà. I still think the composition needs something though. I'm not sure exactly what I need in it though. What could this composition use? This feels a little empty. Where's the tree shadow? Wait, I have all these effects on the tree? No, never mind. Those are adjustment layers. Alright, so I made it a little bit more apparent. because I really want the eye to follow that path. So we have this path that goes here, basically just in this endless loop of moving around in circles. There's a lot of negative space up here, and this space is still kind of empty, this whole space right here. So maybe I could put some weeaboo text here. Maybe I could put some weeaboo text in this area because this place is pretty vacant. I could possibly make Paul bigger and then move him down. I don't really know. Not sure exactly what I want. But I think I have the general gist. So what I could be doing now is just adding some adjustment layers, or fill layers rather, with patterns. Oh, that's so bad. I hate that. Hate that with all my being. I know this isn't the best pattern. If you look at it closely, you can see the edge marks. But I don't know, there's some charm to that, I think, where there's like these cutoffs. So like there's some squares in it. That's totally not intentional. So just letting you guys know that's not an intentional design choice. All right, what I could do, this is where I would have, I don't know actually. What do I want to do? I want to feed my Digimon. That's what I want to do. Oh, fuck. Okay, so this is where the size of the file is going to go up exponentially. But I feel like it's necessary to do this. Blur, motion. It doesn't really look that good. That's why I said it's gonna go up exponentially. Because we're gonna have to keep doing this. Or rather just do it one more time. Make it the other channels red. So that we would, if we add them together, we get one final look what it could be. I could have done this earlier. And just blurred the blue channel out like this before I merged them down for the chromatic aberration on Paul, but it's defense that I need to level up, right? I think it is. I mean, that's kind of cool. It's not really exactly what I want, like, at all. Is there anything that I want, like, visual effect wise, by just mixing luminosity and things? No, I don't see it, so I guess this is a waste. Let's delete this. Guess no blue slight blur today. So then let's gradient map. We need to use a lot of grays, so we're gonna gray this out a little bit. And we are gonna make this so it's not completely white, a little bit grayed out. And we are gonna activate luminosity. And we're gonna find, maybe we want blue, and we'll make it darker. Wait, that's not what I wanted at all. Fam, why'd you do this to me? There we go. Defense. So yeah, if you want to make it so that your gradients work well with different colors, I mean, it doesn't always work well, but if you go to luminosity, I'm pretty sure that's what the L is. It's how like bright something is, and different colors have different like brightness depending on how much saturation they have. Like yellow's always gonna be brighter. That's why, like like they all seem relatively the same, but like yellows obviously normally just seem brighter to begin with. So when you mix it like this, it should have an effect. And then if I reverse it, it should look like that. I don't want to annihilate all the original color data that I have in it. I just want to make a general like overlay and a general acceptance color, like a mixture rather. Because like by doing this, I'm getting rid of the effect that I had on Paul. So I gotta be careful. I could do that and then have a color overlay. Because it's starting to get that like old monitor effect. And I think this is good. And if I went in here and then had like a hue saturation, not group with previous, colorize, make it lean purple. He's done training. That's actually really cool. It's a little blown out for my taste, though. That's pretty cool, too. A little dark. Wow, it doesn't actually even want to load all of it. If I make this a little bit less luminosity, I want some of it in there. I want some of that grayness to it. I think overlay is my best option here. But saturation has a cool like effect too. Especially on him, dude. It's because of that aberration that we caused this weird like color outline. But I think we're gonna go with an overlay and we're gonna change the color up just a little bit. Lots of saturation. Some lightness to the scene. I think that looks good. Let's try with different percentages. That's way too blown out. I think 65 was probably around what I would want to go. I don't actually like that layer. Let's try some other ones that I've made. We can go good old scan lines. Nah, I don't like any of these. Maybe I'll add one later. Actually, what I could do, this will require quite a bit of masking to do, right? But we're gonna go and do pattern. Oh, that's gonna be my default one. It's killing me inside. Do I want triangles or hexagons? Let's go triangles. Do something like this. Rasterize the layer. Where's the horizon? Something like there. See, like, look. Now I'm able, if I hold down control, I'm able to distort. Very strange to me. I don't want that exactly. I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Instead of getting like the normal perspective, I'm now able to have it set up the way I want it. I think that would work. Probably using actual perspective probably would have been really useful here. Alright, that follows the floor. On him, actually, that works pretty well. Now, I was thinking about making it based on the floor, just have an additional floor pattern. But I really like how it's tessellated on him. It really matches the tessellation on other things as well. But what I could actually do is I could move this to be behind everything. So that the only thing I have to worry about is just matching it to the floor. And then I'll have the effect of all the other layers. Alright, and then I just will roughly go through. And I'll clean this up later. And again, now see, this is kind of what I wanted, because now the lines of perspective follow the tree shadow and they go to this little counter area. And the counter area goes back to Peata. And Peata's eyes, even though they're looking at the body, they kind of go back. So let's just clean this up. I'm not clean it up yet. I still need to do some rough deletes. All right, now it's time for us to go clean up. Smaller brush. Oh, I was actually deleting? Oh, that's not a smart move. Whoops, I thought I was on, it's not worth that. I mean, I couldn't even go back. I mean, maybe I could have, but I should have been paying attention. I thought I was on my layer mask. Welp, that was a mistake. Alright, let's get more deleted than I need. I could always go back and fix that, I suppose. That's good. All right. That's too much. The edge is right there. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I think there's an actual stand here, so I need to delete around it. And then just follow that edge. Nope. Go. Good thing about this this pattern is that it's very predictable, so you don't actually need to worry about masking everything. As long as the white lines hit something like shadow related, you can kind of BS it. Like it's so easy. All right, there's a chair right here. So Peata's not sitting in a chair. I mean, clearly she's not, but she's just at the computer. And let's try something. That actually kind of is cool. I will have to go back and fix my edges if I decided to do something like that, though. Well, let me see. I know this is exactly what I said not to do, but you can change the colors around. You increase the saturation and lower it. Now, the color scheme that I'm going for is all over the place. Like, it's purple, blue, cyan, purple, and then orange. The purple's really throwing everything off. There's just cyan and orange. Everything else is orange and cyan in some combination. So if I want to mix it up to be like relevant, I guess I should go purple on this or change the color of the lean. I want max saturation. I want it to bloom just a little bit. Then what we can do is we can lower it here. And that's kind of cool too, but I would definitely need to lower it more if I would want the lumosity effect. That, or what I could do is I could just Gaussian, so that the effect is more pronounced, like less pronounced rather, less sharp. I like the floor like that. It's very digitally, looks very digital. Peata is like standing out like a sore thumb though, so I need to mess with her a bit. So I don't know what I want to actually do with her though. Let's curves again. Let's bring our blacks up to more grays. Let's make it so she's more blown out, I guess. I don't know what I want to do with her. Like, I thought the pixelization of her would be actually kind of a cool thing to do. That's not what I wanted. I guess if I made her more, I don't know. Like if I made her like shadows more purple related, like that. I think she blends in a little bit better. Ugh, this Unaco just bothers me immensely. Like, it's not very good. It's not the very good Unaco mix. Why are these not in like the right order, like at all? A little confused. Oh, they're up top. Now there's gotta be. Where is it? It's gotta be in here somewhere. I probably skipped over it. But it's gotta be in here somewhere. Oh, I don't find. Where the fuck? Do they not have it? Or is it called something else than what I remembered? It's possible that the stage isn't called what it actually is. I don't want to listen to the piano. I'll go here. That's all right. It's the some of these edge pixels, some of these edge pixels are causing me some grief. Let's delete those. She blends in a little bit better now. Perfection. Now, is that lean even necessary? I don't know. Wait, what? Oh. This is so fucking dumb. But I don't care. It just automatically I hate Photoshop sometimes, man. Like, it just automatically decided to let go of that. It was like, yeah, you know what, you're done. You want it there, right? He's got such suction. He can suck it out of a bottle. And then what I need to do is I need to get rid of the posterization on that. His hand is in the wrong direction. I don't know how he's holding this. Makes sense if it was like this. The way he's holding this, he's got the wrong hand. I mean, like, how is he holding this? He's got to be like twisting his hand all the way around so that he holds it. I guess I could flip it, but then obviously the sprite logo is going to be reversed. And then obviously the liquid's not going to be hitting him. I think I like that better. Alright, let's do some final shit. Some final touches. Save the canvas, select everything, paste. What? Doesn't look right at all. See, this is a problem with Photoshop's fucking shit, dude. Like, I select this entire canvas, I select it as a copy for the canvas. Okay? Let me get this from the right place. So, once I have everything selected, I paste it, and it looks completely fucking different, despite being 100% opaque and being normal matte. Ugh. Whatever, I guess we're gonna have to make a blending layer for this. That's really fucking vibrant. So, let's degrade it some more with an unsharp mask. And then after doing that, we are gonna mess around with adding some grain. We won't do that yet. We'll add we'll just add some noise. Not a whole lot, just some noise to give some extra texture to the image. Something like that. I mean, it's not a super big difference. I mean, it is quite different, but it's not such a huge difference to the piece. But I like it. Let's go back to hue, black, do this. Let's do texturizer, grain, horizontal. I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. Actually, I think grain works as a subtracting thing, so I need to have a white background. It does. Okay, horizontal. Alright. Got some base effect there. Go black. We select an area. Add some noise. Do I want monochromatic noise? Nah. You're gonna do color noise. So we select that area, and then we select more by holding down Shift, and then we do Control F to apply it again. We do it so that we have lines of different varying strengths. Also, this is some weird colored noise. I didn't mean to deselect. Alright. Then, there's probably a better way to do this, but then what I do is I stretch the noise out. This makes the image really fucking huge, by the way. We'd be worried about that. Alright, then what I do after I stretch it out is I cut it out so that I don't have that humongous file. I don't want it to be super apparent. I'd like some noise in my thing, but I don't want it to be everything. Those darker strokes help out quite a bit. And I guess my final touch, I don't know if how I want to do this. I want to shear the bottom, so it's got like some desynced video. Something like this. Do I want wraparound or repeat edge? We'll use repeat edge. And then you can do it like other places as well. That's too big of a shear. What I need to do is just make it a slightly smaller one. Distort. Small amounts. It really works well on text because text usually is high contrast, so it's a little bit more apparent. And I suppose you could do something like that, but then it's like, what's happening to Peter, man? Yeah, like the bigger the shear, the less I think it works. Just do luminosity for that. Do I even need these other things? No, I don't. And then I don't know. Something like this. It's kind of noisy. It's obviously because it has noise in it, but it's still a little bit noisy. This allows me to darken the image a little bit. I don't want this anymore. Oh, that probably ruined it in your eyes, but that's my final work. Probably not gonna do any more compositions. If I do, I'd probably do them on my own time. But I don't know, if you guys were in the stream or if people were in the stream, then I probably would have stayed around making more stuff for you guys. But you know, it's a little disheartening, I'm gonna be honest, it's a little disheartening when no one's here to suggest or tell me that I'm doing something that they don't like so I can change it up. There's still one thing I actually want to try, so I'm not going anywhere just yet. I could just like hue swap it, I suppose. There we go. Oh. There we go. Change it so it's less apparent. And we have finished it. It's only 81 megs. I mean, come on. It's a fucking huge file. Oh, if you guys were here, if you're watching a video on demand of this, or if you just tuned in, or whatever, tuned in, you guys can name these. So if you're watching the video on demand, just let me know the name of the stream. That you're obviously what you're on is, so just like part 1 or work 1, just tell me the name, whatever I saved it as, and then Whatever name you give me is what I'll name it when I upload it to my portfolio site. That's if I upload it to my portfolio site. I haven't uploaded any of these yet, so you can still name them. There's one final thing that I would like to do, but in order to do it, I'm gonna need to lower the image size. So I need to get rid of all of this other stuff. I actually like it on like this better. Let's just save it like this. I don't like the overlay. I mean, it looks all right. Just save it. Gotta train the Digimon. But what I want to do now is I want to take this and make it smaller. Let's see what it looks like at 50. It's 1 point. It's still quite large. This is 100%, so I probably could make it, reduce it by 50 one more time. That's too much. Reduce it by 75. That's alright. Okay, I need to be leveling up the fence, I gotta remember. Alright, so what I was gonna try to do is let me close all of these windows that I'm not using. Alright, now, which one of these effects do I want to animate? Let's go time stop, or is that haste? I don't know, it's time magic. Is that some time magic? I can't remember what. Just look how nasty that looks. Ugh. It's incredibly disappointing. If I didn't have monitor capture on, I would for sure try to search up that site. I just don't want to just... it's got snap on. That looks right. Defense training. Alright, so we're gonna index color it, yes. We're gonna like lower the amount of colors so we make it as sharp as possible. 7 is alright. Let's go 16. Let's see what 16 does. Can I not hit plus anymore? Thank you. 16 I think is pretty close. Maybe it's a 32-bit color. But like when I loaded it, it had like something like 100 and whatever. It's way too many. 16 I think is more than enough. Take that. Defense again. Let's take that. And increase it by 300%. Still quite ugly, but let's accidentally crop it. Let's take this, cut, paste, opacity a little bit. Cut, paste, opacity. I think their layers are synced up, which is what I need. I'm surprised that like screen doesn't do more. Like the background's entirely black. You telling me I'm gonna have to manually delete the black? Oh my god, it's gonna look so bad. There can't be that many colors in it. There's only 16 colors. Are you fucking with me? Let's go 3. Oh my god, are you really kidding me? I feel like this is a fault with Photoshop. Just like a true ellipse. Guess that's what I could do. I mean, I guess I could do something like that and just mask it out. I don't really know. It's like none of these blending options are gonna work very well. Or at least make it easy. Why you do this to me, man? Why'd you gotta do this to me, man? Let's try something like 40. This is not gonna look good. I'd have to manually fuck around with it. Guess that's what I'm gonna end up doing, fam. So I'll be streaming for a little bit longer now, it looks like. Because it looks like that's what I'm gonna be doing. Disable these other layers. We're gonna have to do a hard edge thing. Let's go with block. That looks so bad. I'm gonna have to magic wand this. Calm down, Lotmon. Like, I'm literally feeding you right now. It's gonna look grody as hell. I guess you know what I could do. Make sure Lotmon's completely fed. This already looks grody. I should have just used an ellipse and then messed with it that way, because of the way this deleted stuff, it doesn't look very good. I only go for like this, like color black. Don't fuck with the middle, and then just go for that like color black. It might look passable. I mean, see, this one looks fine. Not what I wanted to do at all. Maybe it's like something like this. Now I'm in this position where I don't know what I need to blend this as. Digimon doing a lot of pooping. Overlay is probably the option that I should do. It's just that the coloring, he's so fucking contrasted that it makes it difficult. Alright, well, let's just see what this looks like. Oh, you don't want to open image ready? Are you really kidding me? this new like AVG is being such a fucking cunt. Are you fucking? Now it's not gonna open. Okay. Oh, I can't trust Image Ready 3.0. All right. Let's do this. It's gonna be really delayed. It's just the nature of the game here. Image Ready is not the best animating tool software, especially Image Ready 3. But we have 0-second frames. Let's just see what the animation looks like. It's so fucking distorted. It looks like a terrible looking meatball type of thing. What the fuck? Alright, let's not do that. Like, at all. Still no chat. No one wants to chat. Is there one of these that would work better? They're just so low quality, dude. I forgot I made that. Not gonna save the checkum. It probably would look better if I just used actual like sphere like masking on it. But before I spend time to do things with low quality rips, what I'm gonna do, there's my dashboard, hopefully you can't steal my information. Alright, I don't know what this is gonna be called because it's been forever and I don't have it bookmarked. I think it's Final Fantasy Tactics and then what? Game Rips? Like it's got its own website. I think it might be this. No, I don't think it is. No, this is some wikia. Oh, Final Fantasy Hactics. That's what it's called. I knew it was a fucking modding site. And then I don't want to be on the forums. Let's go to... Oh, let's see what custom sprites people have made. Sprites? No, it would be under effects. Look how smug Ramza looks in that. Crashes game. Like these are bitmaps. The things I downloaded I think were just JPEGs. Like these are straight up rips. So I mean the other ones were too, but like look how well like preserved these are. I don't know what I want though. I don't know what's gonna work very well. With I want to put an effect over it and make it a GIF. Oh, that's stop. That's stop. Okay. So what I need to do is like make it move and then stop moving. Never mind. That's exactly what it is. But I'm pretty sure what I downloaded before were JPEGs. So at least these should be like at least true to color, and they won't have some weird like edge guides. Oh, Falons. Look at these custom sprites. Gambler. Blue Mage. Someone made Succubus. Female Berserker. Male Berserker. Ah, fucking Jesus. Cancer. Someone made Magneto. I mean, you don't have to do a whole lot, because like the fighter, I think that's like the fighter base portrait. It's pretty easy to mess with. Red Mage, Warlock, White Mage. Man, no, this is pretty cool. Like the sprite in this game, it takes a lot of work because like the sprites are incredibly high fidelity. Because like this is like this is better than what I can do, obviously, like way better than anything I could make. But see, look at the quality of this. Like you have so like it's compared to like something that is like maybe like a simple like I don't know, skinning work of something. Like it's amazing the fidelity of the PlayStation 1 when it comes to making sprites. Like this one doesn't have enough depth to it, and like the green is way too vibrant. A dragoon is too tall, it looks like. Werewolf looks pretty cool. Some fucking Power Rangers. Oh, let's get back on track. Let's get back on track. Let's see what we can put in here. Drain, Faith up. Okay, that's confused for the star. Oh, we get summons too, but summons have their own like special like animation like paths, and I don't know the paths for them. And also, I'd have to mask things out. That would be way fucking difficult for me to make some shitty ass GIF with what I have. Bard songs. And give so many fucking sprite effect sheets. Apparently these weren't ever finished. Or they have just no, those are text. Never mind. These are fucking Jesus. These are orators effects. I should be reading what they actually are. Demon Fire, Sandstorm, Narasame, Masamune. Ultima. Yeah, it's been so long since I've been on this site. What the fuck is Galaxy Stop? Must be used by one of the Lucavi. Because I don't remember any of these fucking effects in the game. None of these. I know these are like the weird like text for the zodiac signs in the game. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. For the zodiac stones, like it's got their own like language to them, or something like that. What the fuck are these? Like I'm obviously not like this is a complete rip from the game. So like not all of these are probably used in the game. Seeing as how they have no idea what these effects are. Gravity is exactly the same as Death. Confused Star. Ultimate Version 2 looks like it's higher fidelity. Fucking, we got Cloud's moves. You know, I've never actually got Cloud in Tactics. Like, I remember trying to get Cloud, maybe the second time I was playing through the game when I was a kid. But then I guess I just never got it. I don't know, I guess I stopped caring. Hey, dude, the Life Drain looks pretty cool. Doubt Faith looks really cool. Silent Song. Got some like Kefka looking demon thing. Chocobo Meteor. I used to have entire parties when I first played the game in like the earlier times when I played it when I was a child. I used to pretty much just get animal like monsters in my party. I got an order that's got really high level, and then I would just like convince the mind flayers and cat things and chocobos to join my fucking party. Alright, I think I have some effects that I can use. Sleep looks cool. I mean, I think it's just a recolor of one of the, like, Lose Faith or whatever. But yeah, I really recommend going to the site. Even if you're not wanting to hack Final Fantasy Tactics, like, you can just look at it and look at all the, like, the resources from the game. Like, you can also get patches, and you can also get, like, mods for it that people have put out. But yeah, you have item palettes for like different weapons, so like you could be like, okay, so I'm gonna create my own weapon in the game. This is what it would look like if I use the same like grayscale for it. So you'd be like, okay, I can use this palette because I really like the color of like diamond weapons. I think those are like diamond weapons. But yeah, it's got so many resources out there. It's got the hexadecimal locations for everything. It's got boatloads of stuff. It's got sprites. It's even got sound files. Or did they get rid of that? They used to have a list of music files and sound files. Maybe those got taken down. Let's save this to the desktop. I don't think I'm gonna use Ultima. Maybe I'll use this one. I'm definitely gonna have to upsize it, which is gonna be an issue. Bio. I don't even remember like some of these effects being in the game. It's probably because I never used them, and like the AI themselves probably never really used them at all. I'm gonna continue looking through these. There was Cecil up there for the one made Alucard. Wait, what? Doesn't the skeleton already exist in the game? Like what? Maybe they gave it additional animations? This is like a normal skeleton in the game. And Cloud is, this is like Advent Children Cloud. Cat ears fucking on White Mage. Oh jeez. Fucking Chrono. This is pretty good. Like the hair isn't as like super vibrant, but it's vibrant enough to get like the Chrono feel from it. Iron Giants. Frog doesn't look good at all. He's too tall. Link, Ramza, I don't know, Ramza with a cape. All right, that's enough. Let's save stop. I already have stop. And let's fix this. Because no one's chatting. I really totally need to. I wouldn't doubt if someone straight up just like ripped these bitmaps. I mean, they are PNGs, so they shouldn't be lossy. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's because they don't have their alpha channels attached to them. That might be the issue. That's probably the issue. It's like when you don't have the alpha channel, it's a little difficult. Or maybe they're just, I don't know, just this add. That's the issue. Like there is no simple like just add function. Like screen is as close to add as you get, but like it should be adding every one of these like colors as if they were normal and just not adding like any of the black values. And like I don't feel like it's doing that exactly the way it should be. Though it's also possible I'm just a scrub. Because like look, color burn is almost subtract. Like it's subtracting out the color, it's leaving black. But like color dodge is way too much into that. Ugh. I guess if I was gonna do this, I would just have to deal with it. Get rid of this. I don't know the animation for bio. Let's move this over here. So this would have to come up and then it would have to actually slowly change into the brighter version of it. Oh man, dude, like animating this in fucking image ready is gonna be a pain in the butt. Yeah, I'm gonna have that issue no matter what. Well, I guess we're gonna have some weird like added stuff. So what we're gonna do is just deal with it. Rectangular marquee, copy or cut rather, copy. New. Image mode exact. 72 colors. Well, I guess we're doing it with 72 colors. Then we're gonna image size, percent, we're doing like 400. It's larger than what we need. It's better to be larger than smaller than what you need. And we'll just do it like that. Put this over here. Let's check Mr. Digimon over here. Lopmon needs some more food. Should train him in a little bit. Cut, paste. A lot of frames of animation to this effect. These are too similar for me to really see. Let me change. I'm over the Armored Core stuff. Go back here. I think that's good. Alright. Let's fix the opacities on all these guys. Make sure we lock the channels. I guess we're gonna deal with like ghostly looking hearts, I guess. Maybe it's aesthetic, who knows. I think those are all good. Where do I want the heart? Over St. Paul's head. Alright, then let's see what that individual layer looks like. It's so faint. Guess I could burn it. I'd make it more vibrant, or rather dodge. No, let's just do dodge. I really wish I had more blending options. Alright, I'll delete this. Ah, God, it's gonna look so bad, you know? It's actually got less colors than the PNG one. So at least there's something there. So that one wasn't exactly 100% rip. Let's do 400. Let's change it back. RBG. I think that plane is correct. First frame, second frame, third frame. I think that's right. Let's just crop it. Change the blend. Copy, paste. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. No. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. I'm not entirely sure what I even want to do with this. I'm real honest here. I have to rematch these up. First frame, second frame, third frame. So I think it goes top down, top down, top down, from left to right. I think that's how the animation works on it. I don't know the exact order on the sprite sheet, how things work. So it's a learning experience. I think that's perfect. trying to match up so that the pixels are exactly on each other, or as much as they possibly can. That way it will be like 100% fidelity on it. And then let's see what the blend looks on it. Looks so bad. Man, I guess I could just make the entire screen darker, but no. We're just gonna use screen. We are not gonna do it like that. We are gonna move it so that it's on her. Add a layer mask quickly, and I mean quickly, mask out this. Select selection, layer mask, set selection, layer mask. All right, make this screen, And it's not going to be perfect, but it's something. Send it over to Image Ready and see if AVG sends me some mean messages saying that this is not a safe file. I've been using this for fucking God knows how many years, but it's not a safe file. Alright, so we need to set these frames up properly. Second frame. Third frame. New frame. 1, 2. It's not right. I actually don't know if my my calculations for this are gonna work out, but we're gonna try something. New frame. Restart. How many frames of the second one do I have? I have 2. That should be 3. This should go here. This should go here. And then I'm just gonna start extending. Well, I don't know, hold up. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3 for 1 frame. Okay, so 1, 2 for 1 frame, 3 for this frame, and then 4 for this frame should be equal. And that should be like a time stop effect, though I'm not wholly confident it's gonna work like that. Oh, I got some double frames going on somewhere. First frame, second frame, third frame. No, it's not working. This rotating is also not rotating very well. Let me see. 1 frame. It's slowly rotating around. It is flat. Okay, so those are inverted. Those 2 are inverted. What the fuck? It's only 6. So I'm actually gonna be having to do that frame there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's too low. I'm gonna have to turn on another frame. This one. Unlink. Everything. I think it goes there. That goes down. Wait, hold on. Bottom is attached, bottom is attached. It's too far down. Up 2 or something. Up 1 more, 2 more. Looks about right. Yeah, fuck that. We're just deleting these later frames. We're just gonna make it rotate as fast as possible. With it being able to loop, though, is gonna be the issue. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. That doesn't really work out. Is this gonna move all the frames? No, it's not. It's only gonna move that one. I guess I could double up the frames. But even then, I would have to triple up on one of them. Looks awful, but you know, it's something, you know. Could I like go double 1? Wait, could I go double, triple, double? Wait, hold up. I'm gonna try something. 1, 2, 3, 3. Wait, are you hungry, little guy? Let's see. What did I want to do? I'll train you. Calm down, dude. And now I can't click on anything. It's not. I can't. I'm just gonna move this out of the way. Is anyone chatting? Doesn't look like it. Double. No, 1 double. Okay, that's how I gotta do it. So 1, 2 on 2, a single on 3, 2 on 2, and then 1. This will look weird. Yeah, I don't think I like that. I think I'll just take the double hit on something. Or I could just delete out this final frame that looks all wonky. There we go. Alright, we're not done yet. How long have I been streaming, though? Oh, 3 hours of all this. Oh my god. On one image. Alright, so we're back here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new text file. What do I want I want some text here. I'm not a clever person. Wow, dude, Impact doesn't have colons? Oh, wait. What the fuck? Why is my text not showing up? Oh, it's because it's not loading it. I really despise what Photoshop is doing. Maybe it's actually, you know, the Digimon pet. Maybe that's what's causing it not to update. It's definitely the possibility. I don't even know what I just typed because it won't update. That doesn't look good.
And then what we need to do is set a new layer, pen tool, and stroke. I don't know how good that looks fine. Color, duplicate, color. Something like that. But I don't know how this is gonna work. Alright, let's go seizure. So in order to do this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to duplicate things again. Though, or what we could do is we could turn off these layers. Copy, select all. Paste, invert. It's a little grody, but I mean it's definitely like really nastily rastered, but it is what it is. There we go. And then let's turn background back on. And then transfer it to image ready. Now, what layer did I fuck up on? I was doing 1, 2, 3, 1. Wait, what? Oh, I was doubling the first one? Okay, I was doubling the first one. And then going 1, 2, 3, 1. Wait, what? How did I do this? Wait, okay. That's the third one getting doubled. Then this is here. And this is here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? No, that's not right. That should be it. Yeah. So what happens when you don't like name your layers? All right, and then we're going full seizure. All right, start that. Let go of this. Let go of this. Yeah! Now what we could do on top of this is that we can add a tracking failure on top of it. And let's do that. Doesn't matter. We've been streaming for 3 hours. Let's make a shitty GIF. All right, so then on top of everything, we're gonna do what we did before. Have a black plane. Let's get out of this and feed the Lopmon so that I don't get care mistakes. Oh, he's full, never mind. How many times have I trained good old Lopmon here? 64, I need something like 250 times I have to train him. It's fucking insane. I wonder if that resets when he evolves, so is it 64 times, like have I trained him at this point? Because I feel like I've trained him more than that for sure. Anyway. We want a lot of effect here. Add noise. A little bit less. It's here. Alright, so now we have tracking. And then how many pixels tall are we working with here? Let me put chat back on. Even though no one's there. Let's select all. It's in percentages because that's how I have my thing set up. So let's go to image size. It is 405, which is going to be an issue. So let's just round that to 400. Let's We have 6 frames of animation. So that's gonna be 50 pixels. Alright, so we take this, we copy, we use the function that I love to use of offset. We zero this out, we wrap it around, and we do -50. Or we just do 50, and it moves it down. And then we select this, do this. Select this, paste, do it one more time. Select this, do it again. Get to do this 6 times. Yeah. That doesn't look right. At all. Wait, hold up. Maybe my math was wrong, hold up. Our height was 400 pixels. I don't see why that didn't work. We have 6 frames of animation. So 50 should get us at least there, right? Why is this not working? Did I skip something? Select V, offset. I guess I thought it was 400. What the hell? Hey, hold up. Okay, so it is like 400. Alright, whatever. Let's do 50 then. Fuck your noise. My math is wrong. It's 80. I'm so fucking stupid. Hopefully you left a comment. I don't know why. I was like, yeah, clearly that's 300 pixels. I was thinking I needed 300 pixels, so my brain was like completely mush. Oh my god, math is hard, homie. Jesus, who would have thought that I was in calculus? Jesus. All right, now let's not be dumb here and actually do the proper amount of offset. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more should be fine. There we go. And then if we let go of this, looks good, but it's good enough. I'll have to double a frame, which is what I was thinking about doing anyway. But it's fine. Like I wanted to like kind of like skip, so we'll see what happens. We set this to like, we gotta get rid of these, and make it. Oh my god, I can't actually. Go back to Photoshop. This is gonna make it really hard to encode, by the way. A lot of extra noise makes it harder for it to make GIFs. I'm gonna do color dodge on every one of these. There we go. And open up image ready. And of course they're, oh, motherfucker. Okay, whatever. I will manually do it then. Color dodge. Color dodge. So it should stagger itself at the first frame. Like it's like it's trying to get its tracking back on. Is what I'm thinking. I don't like that. Thought it would look better than that. Maybe it's because let's turn this off. It's just moving too fast. That's the main issue. I don't have enough frames of animation to deal with it. Maybe if I doubled these up and then made it move slower. Like I made a really cool Alex Jones like troll one. But it's doing too fast. But I don't want to change the effects on other layers. But we're gonna see. 1 second is definitely too long. I don't know what I'm doing there. I think 0.2 is probably what I should be going for. It's way too slow. Wait, I'm pretty sure I can just select all. I can. No, I think we're going 0.1. 0, I think, is just too fast. Alright, then what I want to do for this last frame, I want to make this last frame like a glitch frame. So what we're going to do, go back. We're going to make sure that this last frame is selected. We're going to select all. We're going to select that. We're going to put it on top of everything. And we are going to hue swap this. Make it, no, we're going to make it super bright. And we are going to not do that. Leave me alone. Oh my god, please. Please not today. Brain, gotta work better. Saturation max, deselect. Then we want to do is select this, and then we're gonna offset it horizontal. Vertical though, it can have some cool like effects. Let's go like 30. 25. Now this should maybe what I could do here is I obviously have to turn this frame off on all the other ones. But I can probably make this like a 0-second frame, so this one has an immediate effect. But then at that point, it's not going to look as good because then I'll lose out from frames of animation on everything else. Lean Fantasy Tactics is complete, fam. Now what we could do now is we can make this like completely lossy, 100% lossy, and we can see what type of GIF it makes. That's not that bad. Oh, I should have called it Tic Tacs. Lean Fantasy Tic Tacs. I told you I'm not clever. And then most of this one is like non-lossy. NL. And then let's try to make something that's really fucked. Let's go like 32. I'm surprised that's still alright. 16. Web colors. No, I can't change it. Oh, I can. There we go. Web 16. No dither. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Let's see what 32 looks like. I don't know if I want to save that one. Let's do perceptual 8-bit. See how that looks. It's too much. 16 perceptual. I think I like that one. I wish I could go in between the normal bit range. I probably maybe I could if I just like copied some files, and not files, but some of the color table over. And then this was super lossy. 2-bit, black, white. Nope. 4-bit. Let's try not making it as lossy. Looks pretty cool. Cancel. Pattern. I don't know if I have control over what pattern it makes. What is going on? That's pretty cool. 4-bit. Let's try. Oh, I don't have control over the lossy. That's why. 2-bit pattern. No, it can't handle that much. 8-bit pattern. Now, there's too much noise. I think like if I was gonna go with a pattern-based thing, it would have to be 4-bit. And there we go. Made a background-sized image, and then I made a bunch of really shitty GIFs. There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I mean, I had fun doing it for the most part. I hope that more people show up some point in the future if I keep streaming. Maybe I will eventually get people to join in. Maybe there's people that watch, they just don't like to comment, or I don't know. Who knows? Let me just make sure I save this so I don't forget. Part 1, I'll do A1 for an animation one so that I don't forget about that. And let's make sure Lopmon is all good. Let me train him 2 more times. Actually try here. I wonder if I can put him in tournaments yet. If I can, I will definitely have to change it so that the overlay doesn't clip. Because I don't think you guys care a whole lot about missing out on the training sequences. I know it's clipping all weird, but I'd much rather have a cool overlay for like 99% of the other time that the Digivice is activated, rather than like the 2 or 1% of the chance, or time rather, that it's in the training mode. But I think he's at like something like 6 hours into Rookie, or at least he's at least 4 hours into Rookie. So if I do 10 more streams of 4 hours in length, dude, you guys will see him digivolve into a champion form. I don't know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be option E, I believe, which is Dex or defense highest, and it's gonna digivolve when it's dark, because I've been leaving him in the dark the entire time. Whatever that is gonna be, who knows? Hopefully he digivolves into something. Hopefully I meet the requirements. It'd be awful if he like just died and he didn't digivolve because I didn't meet any of the requirements. Or there isn't a line for Lopmon that is in the dark digivolution and highest thing of Dex or defense. I keep saying Dex instead of defense. But I really do enjoy streaming for you guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment. I would really love it if you guys could join me so we could hang out and talk. I'm sure I'd be more entertaining if people showed up. I definitely would be a lot happier. I love hanging out with you guys. A highlight of my week last week. Maybe it's I don't know, dumb for me to think it was a highlight, but my highlight of my week last week was when I was playing F-Zero GX and a bunch of you guys came in and I was able to talk to you guys. That made me so happy. It was quite fun being able to communicate with all you. So hopefully maybe that happens again when I'm streaming some Photoshop, or if I decide to like run GoldenEye after I practice it obviously first. Then maybe more people would join in. It's things like Dreadmore and I guess Photoshop that aren't super popular, like, or people would like to watch live streams of those things. So maybe that's why people aren't showing up. Let alone obviously that I'm not a well-known personality. I'm not that fun to watch. So I mean, obviously that's there. But people showed up when I played F-Zero GX, so maybe people would show up for GoldenEye. But let me freeze my Lopmon here and open up OBS, and I'll see you guys next time.